Hey everyone, it's Schmuckles. Today we're going to be talking about Stranger Things and Dead by Daylight and kind of the facts and fiction of the situation. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I'm also doing a live stream on Twitch right now where I'm streaming Dead by Daylight and then Five Nights at Freddy's, the original FNAF. I've only played the original FNAF one time before and I don't really remember it. And I've never played Slenderman: The Arrival, but we're going to be streaming all three of those games tonight. Make sure and swing by the live stream if you want to check it out. So over the summer, DBD Leaks and a couple other content creators as well as myself kind of received like an NDA of like Netflix and Behavior working on a Stranger Things chapter. This NDA is kind of where the entire story has started up until this point. It was kind of confirmed fake because the Vecna models on the NDA were just like fan-made 3D models that people found online. The person behind the entire Stranger Things NDA leak that happened over the summer is confirmed a troll. Their chapter 26 leaks were nowhere near what we got for the night chapter. So that avenue was definitely fake, but then there's another source that came out with a Stranger Things new map that DBD Leaks actually confirmed and kind of vouched for. People were really skeptical because the Demogorgon here said Demo Dash and not Demo Shred. In my opinion, the basement in this map leak didn't really match the new basement prototype that's coming into the game with the new night chapter to every basement in Dead by Daylight. In fact, no licensed chapters that have a basement have ever had a basement that looks different than the standard basement that we know in Dead by Daylight. So it's kind of confusing because the basement in the Stranger Things leak looks really customized to the Stranger Things franchise, yet we've never seen that before on any of the licensed maps. Matthew Cote followed Netflix and Stranger Things on Twitter and then has been seen on livestream wearing a Steve Harrington shirt, but he said in this interview with the King that if Stranger Things was returning to Dead by Daylight, they wouldn't tease it in this way. Like before this kind of era of Dead by Daylight that we're in, who's following who on Twitter may have been an avenue to kind of guess what content is next. But now we're in an era of Dead by Daylight where leaks are happening every chapter, sometimes the teaser weeks are completely cancelled, and you have people like myself that are hyper investigating the situations all the time. So it's possible that Matthew Cote refollowing Netflix and Stranger Things means nothing. Stranger Things did not return with the night PTB, which was the alleged rumors at the time. It was kind of rumored that the new perks might be coming in with the PTB. We didn't see the new perks, we didn't see the characters come back, and we certainly didn't see Hawkins National Laboratory on the PTB. People were speculating if a reworked version of Hawkins National Laboratory was going to come in on the PTB and kind of be tested as new maps are on the PTB, and none of that happened. Today, it was kind of brought to my attention that there was an update to the Stranger Things DLC on the Steam database. This happened 8 days ago and people were like going crazy over this, like this could have been the new content kind of being loaded onto Dead by Daylight. And the fact that Stranger Things Day just happened, people were hopeful that this was some sort of coordinated effort between Behavior and Netflix. The only thing that we could find about this update to Stranger Things in the Steam database was updating like the percentage of positive or negative reviews on the DLC. We're pretty sure that was the only thing that was changed in the Steam database. The reason it's still updating this kind of thing today is because you can still write a review on the DLC on Steam, but there was no evidence of new content being loaded to the database or anything like that. So that's kind of another dead end to the Stranger Things return too. Stranger Things Day did not have anything related to Dead by Daylight. The 2 o'clock reveal which said headsets on was actually a new Stranger Things game that they announced today. There's a new Stranger Things VR game that was announced today at 2 p.m. at this exact time for the headsets on surprise. Ever want to spend a day as Vecna? Now you can with Stranger Things VR coming winter 2023 to a VR headset near you. This was kind of a reveal trailer for something that's going to be coming in approximately a year's time. The graphics don't really look that great on this game. Like the Dead by Daylight graphics look a lot better. This kind of reminds me of like Borderlands or something that's like slightly more arcadey when compared to Dead by Daylight. One thing that was kind of weird was someone said, "You guys see this grandfather clock too, right?" And then the official Stranger Things Twitter replied with a ... I don't know why the Stranger Things Twitter would kind of call attention to this. At the time, the only thing that I could really think of was the fact that this grandfather clock was data mined in the Fortnite community. Like people found this grandfather clock in the game files of Fortnite and thought that that meant that Stranger Things is returning to Fortnite. So I compared the clocks side by side and they really look nothing alike. So it was just kind of weird that Stranger Things responded to that. And it looks like Tender Claws are the game developers that are teaming with Netflix to come out with this VR game. Tender Claws is specialized with virtual reality games, and they did a really good job keeping this whole thing a secret because I did not get any information about this until they just announced it just now. Even if you're kind of bummed about how this entire Stranger Things Day went, this game actually looks like it could be kind of fun. So if you like Stranger Things and you like video games, this is definitely something to look forward to for next year. And the last surprise of the day, which was the super secret, turned out to be the first page of the screenplay for episode 1 of season 5. Season 5, chapter 1, The Crawl, Happy Stranger Things Day. So this was the big surprise and big reveal at the end of the Stranger Things Day, so it had nothing to do with Dead by Daylight. So that kind of leads me to the final point of this video. All of the evidence suggesting that Stranger Things might be returning to Dead by Daylight is kind of missing the mark for me. Like you might be asking me, like, who in the right mind would think that Stranger Things is returning after all of these things have come true where it was not announced or acknowledged by Netflix or Behavior? The main piece of evidence that we have is that DBD Leaks has confirmed its return. The rumors in the community, which actually might not be true, so take it with a grain of salt. Mass said hyped already, if chapter is coming out, it will release most likely sometime when season 5 comes out according to the source. And this source is the same source that leaked all of the visuals for Albert Wesker. This source kind of vouched for the Stranger Things return and the new Stranger Things map that was leaked. But if the source is now saying that the Vecna chapter is going to be coming out closer to when season 5 comes out, we've seen some articles speculate that season 5 might be coming out in like 2024 or something like that. According to Studio System, they're still in pre-production right now. They haven't even started shooting. They're probably not going to start shooting until next year, so they still have to shoot the entire season, and then they have to video edit the season and then do all the CGI for it as well, which takes a really long time. So some articles kind of speculated like, oh, 2024 summer is a good kind of guess for the release time of season 5. So do we really think that Behavior is working on a map right now for a chapter that's not going to come out for another year and a half? And a map that really, in my opinion, didn't match the new basement prototype that's coming with the night chapter in 3 weeks. I actually am not sure. Let me know what you think in the comments below. To me, there are two possibilities here. One is that the entire thing is still true and Stranger Things is returning and Stranger Things is coming as a new chapter sometime closer to season 5. Even though all of the evidence doesn't quite hang together in my head, this is coming from the same person that leaked Albert Wesker and is being vouched for by DBD Leaks. The second possibility, and let me know what you think about this, is that somehow the person who leaked Albert Wesker is mistaken about Stranger Things. I don't really know what departments these people work in at all or who's given what information behind the scenes at Behavior. To me, it seems like it's possible that the entire return of Stranger Things could be misinformation. But again, take both possibilities with a grain of salt because I am not really sure. I just know what's public information right now. My personal opinion is that either one, there's someone internal that knows the roadmap for like many chapters to come, or two, this person who leaked Albert Wesker is somehow mistaken. Which of those do you think it is? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, because we'll post more videos if the situation changes. Also, make sure to swing by the Twitch stream. I'm live right now streaming Dead by Daylight, FNAF, and Slenderman: The Arrival. That does it for this video. Goodbye.